Dan Grease, the CEO is what he did. It was not who he was. A statement I heard him say many times and have held that near to my heart. The CEO title did not define him, even though he truly enjoyed his career as such. Dan referred to it as fate, moving to Alliance as the laboratory manager in 1991, then promoting to the Vice President of Clinical Support Services, and finally to CEO of BBGH in 2003. Alliance was blessed to have Dan and his family call Alliance home for 25 years. Dan was instrumental in transitioning BBGH to a critical access hospital. From there, the further successes of BBGH began, all in part to Dan leading the way in program development, pain management, wound care, national certification in diabetic education, 24-hour emergency department coverage, orthopedic and sports medicine programs, orthopedic spine, and urology offerings, and even the Health Professions Club, just to name a few. To lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness, our mission, in which Dan led us to becoming true partners with fellow employees, medical staff, and many volunteers to help us provide our patients the greatest place to receive their care. He taught us, no matter what our unique roles, that each of us has the same expectations as each of our nearly 300 employees. We now have a beautiful state-of-the-art addition which positions us to continue our mission, again with Dan's direction, providing our caring and compassionate staff with additional resources to better serve our patients. Along with his CEO role in our community, Dan shared a great deal of responsibility promoting rural healthcare at its finest at the state and national levels with his involvement in the NHA and AHA. He held important strategic positions with his involvement as a Policy Development Committee chairman and as a NHA board chairman. Dan's leadership in these roles truly shows his dedication to serving all aspects of the healthcare industry.
One amazing bit of information about Dan is he knows no strangers. Once introduced to Dan, he will greet you by name the next time you see him. One of his strengths is that he always had time to listen to your concerns and give advice. Not always the advice is what you wanted to hear, but it was always practical and made sense. Dan wasn't just the CEO, he was part of the team.
I met Dan when he was a lab manager. His office was right across the hallway from mine, and being the observant person that I am, I watched his interaction with his employees and the way he spoke to people. I remember telling him shortly after I started that he should run this place. I guess he took my advice because before I knew it, Dan was a new CEO at Bixby General Hospital. Dan has always made everyone feel welcome and listened to all thoughts and ideas. Dan always made it clear to the employees that family is very important and believed that we should always treat our patients the very best. He had a vision, and with his determination and leadership, he led the way in building the community a much-needed brand new hospital. Lots of good thoughts always when Dan's name is mentioned.
To paraphrase Dan, he valued the vision and strategy of CEOs before him, knowing they had written several chapters at BBGH before he was given the privilege to write our latest chapters over the past 13 years. As a facility, we will continue the adventurous novel he has left us with and keep writing chapters of our own. I can speak for everyone at BBGH in that we already miss Dan, but are excited for his new opportunity and know that we will continue to be successful because of the destiny he has left us with. It is our fate that will continue because of the fate that brought him to Alliance. Congratulations, Dan.